All right, we are going to be making warm and cool cities, like 3D cities. You're either going to do your warm colors on the buildings and cool in the back, or you can end up doing your cool colors in the front and your warm colors in the back, like this one. Today we're going to be drawing our buildings first and coloring them in. Next week we will finish up with our sky in the background. In order to draw your buildings so that they look like you can see them on the corner, um, so they're more 3D instead of just a flat rectangle, what you're going to do is you're going to draw some long, skinny arrows. Now, the top part, the arrow part, is going to be where this edge of your house is or the top of your building is. And the sides we're going to draw here in just a little bit. You can do as many arrows when you get started as you want going up. Each arrow will represent a different building. You can put them close together. You can put them far apart. And you can do as many as you want. Now when we go to draw the sides, the ones that are close together are going to start looking like they're overlapping each other, or one building is behind the other. So once you've got your arrows drawn, I would do this in pencil first, and then I would trace in Sharpie. I'm doing it in Sharpie so you can see. All you're going to do is you're going to take the end of your arrow and then go straight down to the bottom of your paper. If you need a ruler for this, if you'd like one, I can get you a ruler so that you can straighten your lines, but you don't have to have one. Notice right here where these buildings are close together, that building is going to touch the top of it, and it's going to look like it's overlapping or going behind the other building. Now, when you get your buildings done, you're going to want to add some windows. But notice how on the side of the building, it's kind of angled. You want your windows to be angled too, instead of just flat square, so it looks like it goes along the side of the building. Now, it's hard to match the exact angle. Even mine are a little bit messed up. But you want to angle them to kind of meet where the top angle of that building is going. You can put them on either side of the building. You could put them on both sides for the windows. Either one of those will work just fine. And then I might even put some little windows here. But you can really see that they're overlapping once you add those windows on your picture. And the windows that are overlapped behind, some of the windows are kind of disappeared, so you can't really see the entire window on there. So let me finish these up. Once you're done, you're going to decide whether you want warm or cool colors for your buildings. And those are the 3 colors you're going to use. I've decided to make my buildings warm color this time. I can use marker, I can use colored pencil, you can use crayon, you can use all 3 of them if you want to. I think for this project I'm going to end up using both marker and colored pencil. Just because I like the look of how dark the marker is and then how light the colored pencil can be next to it and give it a little bit different color and dimension in my picture. Now, we are just using one of the color schemes, either warm or cool colors. So if you picked warm colors, all your buildings need to be red, yellow, or orange. If you picked your cool colors, all the buildings need to be either purple, blue, or green. Next week, you will use the opposite colors when we paint our background. So I'm just kind of going through and alternating between the 3 colors and then between the 2 supplies that I chose to use on my buildings. So like with this orange, notice how I can color lightly with the colored pencil. So I have like that dark marker orange on the side, and then I have like a nice light orange on the other side of the building. And then make sure I color in my windows. I've got some nice red windows. Like I said, you can make as many buildings as you want. If you need help, don't be afraid to raise your hand and ask for help. If you draw it lightly in pencil first, if you make a mistake, it can easily be fixed, so don't worry about that. And once I have all of this kind of colored in, I'll do just a little bit more here. And see, again, I'm kind of using the light colored pencil on there. And then maybe some markers for the windows. And again, make sure you're not doing the background because we're going to finish that next week. So this is what mine will look like when it's finished. So pretend I've already done the buildings, and then the background will be next week.